A couple of people to get in here. I know this video will upload after I've already did the live, so I'm just going to talk like the room's full. Shade Tree got the jump on me on a video. I kind of want to do a little bit of a video talking about the Harley Davidson woke thing, the DEI or whatever it is. Uh, and I'm going to touch on a couple of things in this live. This isn't going to be here. It isn't going to be a very long live. I'm just going to be here for a few minutes because I've already got an episode for Monday, and I wanted to kind of address this while it was still fresh. I may do a video on it a little bit later on, but for right now, I'm just going to put this live video out. So Josh responded to the video that I had watched, and I think I watched that video a couple of days ago. It just showed up on my homepage one day. I'm not sure when I saw it, but I know it was a couple of days, 2 or 3 days ago. And I put it up on 2 times speed, and I watched it through, and then I was listening to what the guy was saying. Now, the channel is Columbia War Machine or something like that. So basically what he done to protest Harley Davidson going woke was he went and got it looks like an early 90s FLT tour glide without the tour pack on it, without the fairing on it or anything else. And he decided to shoot that motorcycle and blow it up, basically, to protest Harley going woke. Yeah, I wasn't impressed. I wasn't really impressed. The 80s and 90s Harley Davidson era, those bikes did nothing to nobody. So I wasn't impressed blowing up a 30, 40-year-old motorcycle. If he really wanted to impress me, he could have went and bought one of those new $48,000 M8s, 2024 M8s, and shot that up. I'd have been impressed. But I've got a 2000 Road King, a 2003 Fat Boy, and I got news for you. I'm not shooting up my motorcycles protesting any reason at all. I'm not going to shoot up my motorcycles. That just doesn't make real good walking around sense to me, if that makes sense to you. But, I understand the whole being upset with Harley Davidson, but let's kind of look at Harley Davidson as a whole, as a company. People say, well, Harley went woke. Well, Harley's been woke for a long time. I mean, this isn't a new condition for Harley Davidson. Probably they turned their back on their core customers, the people who were going to buy their motorcycles and support their company years ago. A lot of people say they did it in the 80s. Some people say they did it in the 90s. But, shooting up a motorcycle, blowing it up, it makes a statement, but I'm not sure it's making the statement that you're wanting it to. But what I would probably have done was I would have kind of talked about how upset I was. So what I saw was the people are really upset. Oh, I hadn't even looked. Hey, Hillbilly. I don't recognize any of these other names. Keep an eye on that for me, Hillbilly. But anyway, I'm not going to shoot up my motorcycles in protest of anything, but probably what I would do if it was me, and I'll be honest with you, I'm going to take this burden on myself. I know it was offered by Shade Tree Surgeon and probably a couple of others. I know Shovelhead Fedge had made the same offer. And this is for you Harley owners who just cannot stand behind Harley Davidson anymore. They've gone woke and you're just completely horrible. It's an atrocity. You can no longer ride Harley Davidson motorcycles. I'll tell you what, I will take the burden of you sending us your Harley Davidsons, the ones that you don't want no more, because we can actually get some good out of those motorcycles. There is an organization that we support on this channel called Forgotten Angels. So if you just you cannot live with it anymore, you just have to get rid of your Harley Davidson, then hey, let us know. Get a hold of Shade Tree Surgery. They have a pickup service who will come to your place and pick up the motorcycle. You don't even have to bother with loading it up on your Ford truck or your Chevy truck that was built in Japan and hauling them to them. They'll come and pick them up from you, free of charge. So, that might be the better way to do it, because, and it was pointed out by Shade Tree, and I'm going to point the same thing out. Columbia seems to be extremely patriotic, and that is a great thing. Patriotism. I'm patriotic. I am, about supporting the right causes. So, like I said, I can understand why he got upset, but we can still get some good use out of those motorcycles. If you just can't ride them anymore, let us know. We'll get some good, because we can use those. We can use those to raffle off to support veterans. We can use them to raffle off to support Forgotten Angels. So if you have just came to the conclusion that you can no longer support Harley Davidson, hey, I understand. I get it. Is your outrage and upset going to do anything to affect Harley Davidson? Absolutely not. As long as they're making money, Harley Davidson does not care what you think. Neither does Anheuser-Busch, who makes Bud Light. They don't care what you think. Anyone in a corporate structure that's making money, and controversy sells. All this controversy is going to do for Harley Davidson is just keep their name out in the public eye. But I promise you, at the end of the day, they don't give a crap what you think. But if you just cannot take, you can't take it no more, you just can't ride Harley Davidsons, let us know. We still try to help people, veterans, young men and women who've aged out of the foster care system. We are, we're still about trying to do right. So, if you're all about America, America first, and I am too, I agree. Let us know. We'll take them Harleys. We'll take the burden, if you will. We'll take the burden of the motorcycles away from you. That way you don't have to be burdened down with the woke agenda that Harley Davidson's, the DEI or whatever it is that Harley Davidson has done that has made everybody mad. Let us know. Like I said, reach out, drop a comment on this video. Go check out Shade Tree Surgeon's channel. Like I say, guys, I don't want y'all to be burdened down by these Harley Davidsons. I really don't want those to be laying on your heart. I don't want you to lose sleep over them at night, but you can still, you can still do something good for America. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Hondas, Kawasaki, Suzuki's. We'll raffle off any kind of motorcycle to help anyone. Forgotten Angels. Like I said, if you don't know what it's all about, go check out Forgotten Angels. Raffle a motorcycle off for a veteran, a homeless veteran. We're in a country that should never have a homeless veteran, but we have them. So if you just cannot, but speaking back to just the Harley Davidson, the woke agenda that has just made everybody mad, and calling Harley a communist country now, just let us know, guys. We'll take them off your hands, because we don't want you to be burdened down like that. Now, as far as Columbia War Machine shooting up the motorcycle, blowing up his motorcycle, I do have some specific thoughts about that. I just really wasn't impressed with it. The dude blew up a 40-year-old motorcycle. If he had been going to make a bigger statement or a better statement, like I said, run down to the Harley dealer. I know you're going to have to hold your nose and, just stand the communist smell as you walk through the dealership. But if he would have bought one of those $40,000 M8s, maybe a new road glide, maybe a new street glide, and he would have took that home and shot it up and blew it up and hell yeah, America, I would have been a little bit more impressed. I wasn't impressed with a $2,500, $3,000 Harley Davidson. I wasn't really impressed with that. So, I mean, I get the rage behind him. I get that he's upset. I get all that. I understand that. But I think I would have done something more than blew up a $2,500 motorcycle. I would have, back in the 70s, 80s, and early in the 90s, those motorcycles didn't do nothing to no one. Which the Harley Davidson now don't do nothing to no one. I really don't understand blowing up a motorcycle. My motorcycles cost me money. I try to take care of them. I love my motorcycles. I don't care if they say Harley Davidson or not. I mean, I love to ride my motorcycles, and I try to take care of them. And I just couldn't imagine being so outraged at a company that I would blow up my motorcycle. I've thought about this for about 2 days. No matter which way I try to math it, that math don't make sense for me to be so outraged that I blow up my motorcycle. That's like if I had a brand new Ford F-150, when Ford went woke, it just don't make good walking around sense for me to blow up my motor or my truck just because Ford went woke. I didn't drink Bud Light in the first place, so that one really didn't really affect me. But I mean, if I would have been a Bud Light drinker, I would have just switched to Bud Ice or, one of the other beers. And this all kind of ties in because I remember before 2020 when all these NFL players was taking a knee because of, equality or whatever it was. I kind of was wondering then what it was all about because the woke agenda doesn't really make sense. Because people were talking about that they wanted to protest the NFL, but here's the problem. Every Sunday they were watching NFL games and they were buying all their favorite teams' gear and they were buying all their favorite teams' hat. But by God, America, we don't do that. We stand for the national anthem in this country, yeah, which is I agree with 100%. But you're still watching the program every Sunday when it comes on. You're still no telling how much money NFL makes off the Super Bowl. Super Bowl Sunday is their highest, volume of money. So, if you want to make a difference, you got to stop actually supporting the company. Don't blow up the motorcycle. Don't support Harley Davidson. Don't blow up your truck. Just don't support Ford. Don't quit drinking beer. Just don't drink Bud Light. I mean, that's just kind of common sense if you ask me. But it is what it is. I just thought it was kind of weird that the dude blew up a 40-year-old motorcycle. I think the better statement would have been to take that motorcycle and donate it to an organization where they could have raffled it off to help somebody. Not necessarily Forgotten Angels or any of the ones that we support. I just think it would have been better suited to get money up to help somebody who needs help, not just blow up a motorcycle just because you're pissed off at the company. I don't know. The point of that is missed. I guess I've missed the point of that completely. I don't know. I don't follow agendas. Before COVID, it was the Democrat agenda. Now after COVID, it's the conservative agenda. I don't follow either one of them. I really don't. I don't have time for that. I don't watch the news. When I realized the world wasn't wasn't in as bad a shape as I thought it was. The moment that I decided that I was going to turn the news off, that's when I realized that, hey, people are pretty well much still just out here living their lives. So, you know, that is what it is. But yeah, my heart really goes out to you, Harley Davidson owners. My heart really goes out for you. My heart's really broke for you. It really is. And like I said, I am willing to assume the burden of your Harley Davidson. All you got to do is just jump down there and comment, let me know. We'll get together and try to figure out how to get it picked up. And we'll make sure it gets used for something helpful for America. I lose sleep at night because you're losing sleep at night because of your motorcycle. I really am. It just breaks my heart. I would say the best alternative for you would be to give us your Harley Davidson and then snatch you up a nice Indian Chief or if you don't want a full cruiser, get you an Indian Scout or something like that. But, my heart goes out to you Harley owners. It really does. I wish I could kiss your forehead and make it go away, but I can't. But I can take the burden of that motorcycle. I can assume that burden, and I'm willing to do that. I really am. I'm willing to do that. And like I said, Shade Tree Surgeon, Forgotten Angels, veterans organizations all over this country, we'll get your motorcycle into the right hands. But I tell you what, guys, just a short live here. I know some people have been doing lives to boost their watch hours. I just did this live because I didn't have time to do a video. I've already got an episode for Monday. Let's see here. Hey, sky's limit. Yeah, Harley never heard anything. Absolutely. I agree with you, Ricochet. I agree. But at the same time, shooting up your motorcycle is not really. Harley Davidson already has your money for that motorcycle. So the only way you're going to affect Harley Davidson is for people to not buy Harley Davidsons. And I promise you, people are going to buy Harley Davidsons. Just like when the whole uproar started about the NFL not standing for the national anthem, people were still watching NFL. They were still buying all the gear. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to blow up my old motorcycle to prove any point. But, I mean, that's my ideal. But I got to get going, guys. I got to drive for the rodeo tonight and tomorrow. Got a funeral to attend tomorrow, so I've just got a ton of stuff going on. But appreciate y'all dropping by. Appreciate y'all commenting. Guys, until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And, hey, thanks for watching.